So this is Julie King, and she's a former client of mine, and she purchased a home back in January 2024, her and her partner Kate. And so today she's going to give me a review. I'm excited about that. So I have a few questions for you, Julie, and just want to thank you for doing this. But, before we work together, what were you worried about most in choosing an agent?
Yeah, it's a great question because I think for my wife, Kate, and I, we really wanted to make sure that we had the right real estate agent for us who understood what the fears were going into a whole new environment, a whole new town. We were relocating, so it's not like we knew Champaign, Urbana, for decades and just were looking for a new home in the same community that we'd always known. There was a whole lot we didn't know. And it was really important to us to find somebody who understood what we might be looking for and to make sure that we were being respected and treated with kindness and that we would find a home in a neighborhood that would support us for being who we are. And that was probably the biggest fear, just not knowing what we didn't know about the town, the people, how we might be received.
I see, and that is very important. So, what made you choose me over others that you interviewed?
It was easy. So we had been just started the process of relocating and kind of looking into homes online. And as you do, you look online at all kinds of things, not really knowing what's going to stick and what you really want to look for. And I remember my wife sent me this link and said, check this out. And she had found your YouTube channel.
Wow.
And it was so clear that you not only knew the town, you understood, you were kind of like the heartbeat of the Champaign-Urbana area. And we knew immediately that we would be in good hands with somebody who was an expert, who understood the market, who understood the town, who really had a passion for kind of matchmaking, really. Real estate agents are like matchmakers. You just have to find the right house for the right person or family. And it was clear from that YouTube channel that you were the one for us. It really didn't take much more than that.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that. So, what did I do or say that built trust early on for you and Kate?
Yeah, I really think it was just your honest approach. When we would ask questions and share the fears about a potential neighborhood, would we be accepted? Do you think this is a safe place for us to land? You cut straight to it and you would just answer us with honesty, but with tact and just a genuine warmth that really for us solidified not only our working relationship, but the fact that you are now a lifelong friend. So we went online looking for a real estate agent, and what we found instead was just a lifelong friend. You're a forever friend. That's who you are to us.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. So, Julie, what was the toughest hurdle, and how did you think I handled that for you?
For us, the toughest hurdle was timing, and timing is everything, but there just was not a lot on the market when we were looking for the relocation home that we had a time parameter, and the inventory was so low that was probably our biggest hurdle. Homes were going like that, and you just had to be ready to kind of give an offer sight unseen in some cases. So for us, I think that was the biggest hurdle, combined with our not having a lot of time to be here physically because we were still living up in Chicago. So we would come down here for a weekend and really just kind of pack it in and see as many homes as we could see when we could see them. And so the combination of not having a lot of inventory just in the market and us having sort of a time constraint based on our availability was definitely a challenge, but you handled it well.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So, one word to describe working with me, Julie, what would that word be?
Trust. We built trust with you from the get-go. From day one, we felt like we trusted your direction. In fact, the reason that we found our home was, again, as I described, we had this weekend where it was jam-packed and we just had to see as many homes as we could and as many as were on the market. And we were upfront about what our non-negotiables were in terms of finding a home for us. And it started to feel like maybe we'd have to revisit our non-negotiables because there just wasn't anything on the market that fit us. And you said, you looked at us, I remember, and you said, do you trust me? Could you give me just a minute? Do you trust me? Without hesitation, we both said, yeah, sure. What do you need? So you said, give me a minute. You went and made a phone call. you came back and said, you know, girls, there's one other house. It's not really on the market. We really weren't supposed to show it yet. It's probably 6 months down the road, but I called these sellers and I kind of explained the situation. I explained a little bit about who you are and what you're looking for. And they said that, yes, of course, they trusted me and I could show you the house, but it's not ready. It's not, cleaned up and ready to be seen. And really, they weren't looking to sell for probably 6 more months. But if you're willing, if you trust me, I think this is the house. We trusted you. It was the house. The rest is history. I think we spent all of 10 minutes in the house. And we said, yeah, you're right. I'm glad we trusted you because that's the house. And we're so happy in it.
That's great. What a story. Okay, Julie, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to refer me?
10.
Okay, I like it. We can stop there. Okay, next question and final question, okay?
Yeah.
So what surprised you most about my marketing and sales approach?
I think finding that YouTube channel was such a breath of fresh air because, again, you just come across as this genuine, warm expert in the region. It was almost like you were the heartbeat of the Champaign-Urbana area. And it's true because I said earlier, you're now our forever friend. And when we see each other and we go out to dinner, you know everybody in this town. And I think that really came across in that YouTube channel. And the fact that we've got somebody who visibly looks older, you are so sharp and you know everything there is to know about this region. And that was it. I mean, it comes across and it's genuine. So we're so glad that we found you. We're glad that we looked on YouTube. Who would have thunk?
Well, and I really appreciate all the kind words from you, Julie. And I wish Kate could have been here, but she couldn't. But do you have any final words or shall we close?
We can close with this. Rose, you're a 10. I would recommend you to anyone. We are so grateful that we crossed paths with you, all because we were looking for a home and you found us the home of our dreams. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. Appreciate it.